I'm just gonna be honest. You must be the hottest thing I've ever seen, alright? You're all that I wanted. From top to the bottom, like a piece of paradise. On my mind, your design, it got me twisted. On my mind, thinking might be what I'm missing. Because I just wanna know your body, just wanna make you mine, just wanna know your body, I want you all up on me, every day and night, just wanna know your body, wanna know ya, wanna know your body, wanna know ya, wanna know your body, just wanna know your body, just wanna make you mine, just wanna know your body, been patiently waiting. Don't think I can take one more minute here alone. No, I'm not complaining. Yeah, the way that you're shaped, I just wanna take you home. On my mind, your design, it got me twisted. On my mind, thinking might be what I'm missing. Because I just wanna know your body, just wanna make you mine, just wanna know your body, I want you all up on me, every day and night, just wanna know your body, wanna know ya, wanna know your body, wanna know ya, wanna know your body, just wanna know your body, just wanna make you mine, just wanna know your body, so fly, love it when you do walk with your hands on your hips, yeah, go mine, feeling like it's paradise with my lips on your lips, yeah, never seen no one like you, nobody do what you do, wanna know ya, wanna know your body, wanna know ya, wanna know your body, just wanna know your body, just wanna make you mine, just wanna know your body, wanna know ya, wanna know your body, wanna know ya, wanna know your body, just wanna know your body, just wanna make you mine, just wanna know your body,
It back. We're throwing it back. The new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Hey y'all, we are here at Party 101.9 and we are here with a very, very, very special guest today. I got my girl Nikki Exotika in the house.
What's up? How you doing?
And I just wanted to get right on into it. I wanted to know, so where did you get I know you coined the phrase $1 million Barbie. Tell me a little bit about that.
When I was younger, I just had a fascination with Barbies. And when I started going down this whole path with plastic surgery, I had lots of work done. And I just got to a level of getting to that price point of
I hear that.
about, $1 million. Like, people don't understand. Like, I've had my teeth done 4 times. That alone is like $100K right there.
No, I do know. So I do dentistry on the side too. And let me tell you, it is a pricey thing. And you said 4 times.
Yeah, I mean, because every probably 5 years to 10 years, I had them redone.
That's correct.
47, well, 48 now.
Girl.
I just turned 48. So it's like, I have invested a lot, the coupe gooch and the breast and the nose and the chin and the forehead and the eyes and
all
that.
that is ching, ching, ching,
Yeah,
ching, ching.
and the body and all that. It just adds up, you know. In time, it just ended up being a little over 1 million. I am who I am. I'm here today, and I just want to be a positive role model for my community.
Anybody could be $1 million
Anyone
Barbie.
can be $1 million
And I
Barbie.
love that you
It's
said
a woman
that.
empowerment song. It's like all about getting ready and just owning it and being beautiful and gorgeous and just, you know.
It definitely makes me feel like that girl, you
Yeah.
know, the HBIC for sure. Like, when did you get in tune with your musical abilities? Like, when did you realize it and started to pursue them?
So when I was younger, I was always in chorus and theater all my life.
Oh,
so
lovely.
it was always something in me to be a singer,
Right.
an artist. And then I started as a go-go dancer in all the New York City nightclubs.
We love that.
All the big nightclubs. I
Love
was working
that.
at the Sound Factory, Tunnel, Twilo, all of it. And then I, branched off and I started to be a performer. And then I wasn't singing and I was just lip singing. And then I met a producer and I started recording in the studio and I said, you know what, I can really do this. So I started getting songwriters and I wasn't really like focusing in on writing my own music. It was kind of
Right.
hard. I'm not really a songwriter, but then I started getting to songwriting and then I started recording music and so I love what I do.
That is so good to hear. So you were very already comfortable with this stage alone.
Yes.
And you were just like, you know what? I like to sing. I think I'm going to pursue that. And then you started getting into songwriting,
Yes.
which I think it's incredibly amazing because like when you are writing your own songs, it comes from a different place.
Correct.
So it's kind of like writing down a piece of like who you are and then also having the ability to perform that and to reach an audience. I think it's like truly
Very
a skill.
poetic. You got,
Yeah.
I always wrote poems when I was younger, so it's kind of like that's what songwriting is.
It
like,
is.
Putting your feelings into something, and probably usually like almost like when you deal with trauma or something in your life, breakups or love stories or
Right,
whatever
right.
have you. You just write it and you put it into words.
Yeah, so that's really good to know, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that because it's not like you're not writing your own songs. So when you write them, people are like, okay, this is real life experience. This is written from the source, so we can believe what Nikki is saying.
Yes.
So I think that's really incredibly dope because a lot of artists these days, they aren't writing their own songs, and sometimes it can be hard for your audience to relate to you if you aren't really about what you're singing about.
Yeah, I've co-written a couple of my songs, and sometimes there was something missing, and then I put a rap part in it.
There you
and
go.
It made it so much more.
Ooh, you rap too? Tell
A
me.
little bit.
What kind of styles can we expect from you? Because I
don't
get
know.
pop star vibes.
I guess it's pop urban vibes. I don't know. Like $1 Million Barbie is a little rappy.
I do.
There was a part in Young, Wild, and Free that I did a rap part in it, and I was like, I don't know. I was in Amsterdam with my girlfriends, and there was a whole blank space in my song, and I let them hear it, and they were like, "You need something here. You got to write something. You need like a rap here." And I was like, "Okay," and I started writing it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like music is music, and as long as you get it out there and once it's heard, like you never know what you're missing until you add it in. So, do you see
Exactly.
yourself tapping into like other genres? Beyonce's out here with country music,
and I
so-
love it. I mean, hey, I am open to anything. I'm just open to meeting new producers and trying out different things. I started off doing electro.
Nice.
My song Electric Touch and Manwhore, and
Yes,
all my other stuff was like kind of like different. It was electro, and then I got into just pop, and then I got into pop dance, and trying to get into urban, and I'm just trying to see where my niche is.
Yeah. Do you see yourself going into your soft girl era?
Doing a ballad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote a song already.
You did? It's coming? It's something we can expect?
Yeah, it's called Come Back to Me. And it was something I wrote when something I was going through, a breakup. And I wrote it in Greece, in Mykonos, Greece. In one day. And it was all my feelings and what I felt at that time. That time.
And you wrote it, I'm assuming.
I wrote it
you
all
wrote
myself,
the ballad.
yes.
Oh my gosh, guys. So that's something we really hope to look forward to.
Yes.
Please, when that comes out, come back to
I will.
iHeart and Party 101.9 so
sure.
we could get the exclusive on that because I can't wait to hear a ballad.
It's
I can
nice.
feel like you're so multi-layered, and I love that for you.
I'm an onion.
Yeah, you're an
Lots
onion.
of layers.
Yeah, and I truly love that about you. And I just want to get into so if you could pick, right, for your next upcoming album, 3 major artists to collab with, who would it be? And then I want to know why, and I want to know them in order.
Okay.
If you could pick 3, put them in order, and then tell me why you would collab with these people.
I would probably pick Dua Lipa.
I love Dua. That's a good one.
Charlie.
Wait, where are we ranking her?
Dua Lipa, probably like number one. I just love her
Number
vibe.
one.
I love her vibe. I love her style. And let's see. You know what? I think I love Britney. I think she needs to make a comeback. I'm rooting
Honestly,
for
I'm a Brit
her.
girl.
I am rooting for her. I would love to collab with Britney.
I would love that. I can see that already.
Yeah.
I could see like full on performance going on with the two of you guys.
And my twin, I love her dearly, Erica Jane.
Yes.
Because everybody says I'm like the trans Erica Jane.
Oh, we love that. Like side by
you.
side.
Yeah.
It could be like a track where it's like there's two of us and you don't know. Like that'd be so fun.
like a nice
Oh my
little
gosh, that
girly
seems like
song.
really, really, really good collab. So what we are going to do though is we are going to go ahead and play another one of your really awesome songs.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we are here. I am your radio bestie Tanny in the building, and I have the lovely Nikki with me here today. And not only does she do music, but she is also an author.
Yeah, soon to be. I'm writing my book right now.
Yes.
It's been a long time coming.
Yes, let's talk about that book. So what can we expect in that book?
Oh, lots of secrets.
Lots of secrets. Tell us the juicy stuff.
It's going to be probably called, most likely, Confessions of a Secret Girl. It's going to be a 3-book trilogy.
I love
it's, you know, it's 30 years of my life. You know, I'm 48 now. My life started when I was about 17 years old, when I graduated high
I hear
school.
you.
And, you know, I came to New York. I was in the streets. I was homeless. I had to figure myself out. I started off as a male go-go live nude dancer in
I love
Times
that.
Square. Then around the corner was a drag bar called Sally's at the time. And then I started to find myself and figure out, oh, you know what? I'm not meant to be a boy. I always wanted to be a girl. But that was like, now I figured out how to do it. And found out about the hormones and taking hormone shots and living my life, and then start getting plastic surgery. And then, you know, it's gotten to like all a bunch of stuff, like, you know, sex work was just a thing for trans women to survive. So I went down that path, and you know, it's not something I'm proud of, but I have a story to tell, and I think
100%.
that people, you know, it's not something to be ashamed about. It's how you struggled, but it's also how you get out of it, and
Right.
how you survive, you know.
I can honestly say that's very admirable that you are showing your testimony and showing the not so pretty sides of your journey, because I think that a lot of the audiences who see that can really connect to you, because, you know, we always over exaggerate the highs of our careers and things like that and all the good stuff, but then a lot of people don't see the things that you had to go through
course.
in order to achieve those things. And I think that's really important that you're going out there and, you know, expressing that. So we're gonna hear a lot. So you said 3 books,
It's
right?
gonna be 3 books.
3
Yeah,
books.
because it's like
Are they gonna go in like chronological order? Do you think?
It
Like we're gonna
will
talk
be.
about how you started.
Yes, since I was a young child, and what I went through, you know, being molested by my babysitter, and then going through life and being in the streets, and my mom turned her back on me, and she didn't support me in the beginning, but now she loves me, and my family loves me, but it took some
It's
time.
always a rough patch,
It took
yeah.
some time. I could tell everybody out there, whoever's doing this journey, and,
Right.
and if their family has stopped talking to them, just know that it might not be forever. It might be for right now.
Right.
Just, you know, hold tight, do your path, go for your journey, go for your goals, and maybe your family will come back around. Don't force them. It takes
Right.
time. It's a learning experience.
Yeah.
But now there's a lot more support and a lot out there. My family and my mother was not in tune with the trans thing and
Right.
the movement.
Right.
It wasn't out there on the
Right.
television. It wasn't. There was no cell phones. It was a different
That
time.
was a different time.
Different time.
I would totally agree, and I'm very appreciative that we are in the times that we are now,
Yeah.
where people can openly like express themselves. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's not a lot of outlets out there for that. So for the fact that you're coming out doing this, like it's so big, and you know, it's gonna change a lot of people's lives, and people are really gonna relate to you
Yeah.
in a lot of different ways. So thank you so much
course.
for that, and I can't wait for you guys to check out that book. That's going to be released real soon, and I know I'm definitely going to go and grab 3 books, 3-book trilogy. Don't
Yeah.
forget about it. It's stories upon stories upon stories, all the way up to who you are
To who I am today.
today. And I think that's so inspirational because I think everybody should hear kind of what you're going on, especially if they feel like, you know, they can relate to you.
Yeah, or like giving up. I mean, there's a lot of people that go through the dark side of being trans and feeling like they can't go on any longer, you know, trying to take their life.
Right.
And I'm such a big advocate against, you know, suicide prevention. I've been down that path and stuff like that. There's also so much transphobia out there and people who are transphobic and hate. And I mean, I look on the blogs, I look on... To me, I look on other trans people out there. They're so kind and so polite, and there's just so much hate, like in the comments, and it's just like, you know, just let people live. You know, I don't think that, you know, we're just not hurting anybody. We're just living our life, and we're trying to exist. And I think that people out there are just trying to put us in like this box, and not want us here. You know,
I agree.
I'm here to be that advocate. Like, we're here. We're not going nowhere. I've been here for a very long time doing it, and I'm still going to do it without you telling me I can't.
We need more education and more people like you who will put themselves forward. You know what I mean? So that is so. It's not so. New to people, right? And I feel like these days, I feel like it's becoming more norm of the norm, and I think it should be because there's a lot of people out there who need that voice. So I want to, you know, thank you so much for mentioning that. I know you said that you were a Jersey girl, right?
I am. I grew up in the Jersey Shore.
Yes, Jersey girl. We love a good Jersey girl. So I just want to talk about like you and your community as far as like coming out of Jersey. I know like, is it hard like coming out of Jersey? I know East Coast is a little tougher. So do you feel like you get a lot of support from like your Jersey community?
Yes, my Jersey community definitely supports me.
That's great.
You know, what's crazy is that, you know, being a part of the LGBTQIA community, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm not supportive too much from my own community. And I don't know why that is. I mean, I don't know. I feel like, you know, when I transitioned or when I got my sex change operation, I just feel like they considered me a woman and they don't really consider me part of the, you know,
so it's been
it's been a
I
very
understand because it's like
very
kind of like
road.
a grayish area. It's like you're not really us anymore. You've transitioned all the way to the other side. It's like, no, I'm still in this community just as much as anyone else.
Even though I identify as a woman, I mean, like I always felt like a woman all my life. I came to terms with being, you know, open and honest and owning myself and being proud of who I am. And I know I'm not a real woman, and I am trans, and I'm a trans woman. And you know,
I don't
women
even like that you say that. Like you are.
No, but the thing is this: women are women. Women can have babies. They can give birth. They're beautiful. To me, they're beautiful creatures, and I will never take that away from a woman. And that's just why I respect women, and I respect, you know, the everything about it. But I know my place. I will never claim I am something I am not, and I am proud of who I am. I came a long way, and I have paid the way for the girls before, you know, after me. I crawled before they can walk, you know.
But I feel like it's also, you know, biologically born women who could even like throw shade. And I would like to say, you know, as a biologically born woman, that it doesn't make you any less of a woman. You know what I mean? In a way, like, so I think that sometimes, and even like women on women, I don't know what's going on with us ladies, but like we love to tear one another down. And I just can't, like, do you find like gatekeeping a lot of stuff, like even like within the trans community or like in the regular communities, like, do you feel out of place?
Listen, I'm all about helping anyone, whether they're trans, a female. You know, I'm like, how many people reach out to me on social media, on my platform, and in the DMs, and they're like, "Oh my God, I love how you do your makeup. I love how you do your hair. Can you give me some tips on like your fashion sense, 100%, and body and surgeries and this and that?" And I'm like, you know, sometimes I like to reach out to them, and I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever you want to know, you know.
That's so good.
Yeah, because like I'm all about helping people and like, you know, hooking them up and making everybody look beautiful.
I agree, and I believe. I think there's a lot of gatekeeping, but I feel like as long as, you know, we have women like us out there who are like genuinely open and willing to give, and you know, we'll be totally okay. Like you need more support. Women on women support, and I'm a big girls girl at that. I believe in helping other girls out. I actually entered the industry with a strong group of women, which I'm very grateful for them because they never closed the door on me, and they always spoken to me in rooms of opportunities. So I think it's very good when you're coming up, you know, to make sure that you have a team.
Yeah, what I don't understand sometimes is with females, and they get insecure from trans, and they feel like I don't know, just like kind of intimidated in a sense
Right.
of being like, just being very negative. And it's just like, there's no need for that,
Right.
Not trying to, like step on your toes.
Some women just live off the drama. So a little bit about the girly end. I know you said you do cosmetology. Can we talk about that?
I went to school. I always told my mom, I'm going to be an actress and a singer. And she was like, well, that's not going to get you money in your pocket right away. So you need to like learn to do
A skill.
Yeah, a skill.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she had a nail salon in Jersey. And so I used to help her after school. And she also did hair. So she was like, you need to go to school. So I went to school when I lived in Brooklyn, and I got my license in 2001.
I love
so
that.
I've always been a makeup artist. Also, I am the queen of Halloween in New York City. If people pay attention, I'm like I would say I'm like the trans Heidi Klum.
Are you like all the parades and things like
no,
that?
I do the contest, and I win grand prize.
Get
for the
outta
I've
here.
won
I've probably
thousands.
seen you
upon-
win before.
Girl, I've won thousands
I'm
upon
a Halloween
thousands,
baby
thousands
girl.
upon thousands of dollars for first place. Like
Wow.
I've been, let's see, Avatar, The Exorcist.
I think
what
this
else?
is the start of a
A
brand new
snow
relationship because
leopard.
I take Halloween extremely seriously too.
I've been Maleficent. I mean, I've done so many characters that I won grand prize, and it was
Wow,
insane.
congrats.
Actually, as the Exorcist, I made the whole bed prop. I spun around in the bed. It was crazy, and to get that
What?
bed on a stage was insane. And yeah, the people were screaming. I was also a botch patient, and literally,
my.
it's so crazy. I was going through a time where I lost my breast, and I had to.
Oh,
I had an infection, so I had to take out my breast implant. So I made myself botch. So I put like coffee grinds and fake blood and latex, and literally it looked like I was just disgustingly like ripped apart.
giving.
So I had a fake prosthetic boob, and I had a doctor put the boob on ice, fake ice cubes in blood, and then I go on the stage and I pull off my bra, and
Yes.
the boob popped down to the ground, and literally I collapsed. Like literally, I'm shaking on the ground.
that's so good.
The people were screaming like, "Oh my god!"
I would have totally lost it. That's so good.
The guy, the MC, he's like, "Oh, she lost her damn boob on stage.
boob
Like,
is gone.
her boob is gone." It was hilarious. I was
Oh
like,
my gosh. So you took that is something people need to see. Like you took
Yeah.
something like so traumatic.
I have it on my Instagram page.
I'm gonna definitely go see that.
Yeah, check it
like you
out.
took something like so traumatic, which
And
is
I-
like something that people take really seriously. Like sometimes, you do get infections and things like that happen. But it's like you took that and you made it and
I
you owned it.
I mean,
Like,
what else am I
yeah.
going to do? I'm like,
what?
shoot. I'm like, I do Halloween every year. I'm like, am I going to let this take me down? I was like, what can I be?
No, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna run
and
with it.
And they were so freaked out. They were like, wait, but how did he get rid of your boob? I'm like, it's magic.
So I also wanted to just talk a little bit about your fashion sense,
Mm-hmm.
right? So where do you get your inspiration for fashion? Because girl, I'm looking at it. I'm digging the gold buttons,
Thank
the
you.
red, anything shimmery. I'm here for the pointy nails. Let's talk about it.
I love everything glitter and sparkly. I don't know. I just always had a fashion sense. Nobody really inspired me. So it's like, if I want to wear overalls, I wear overalls. If I want to wear sweats, I wear sweats.
Right.
I dress how I feel on the day. But when it's time to glam up, I glam up. And then when it's time to dress down, I dress down. I'm not a type of person that always is dolled 24/7. I can't do it. It's a lot.
So what kind of tips could you give me, girl? Like
Well-
what do we do on the bottom and then what do we do on top?
Okay,
Like
so-
and then like lashes.
Yeah.
I need to know.
So
Tell me,
everyone's
tell me.
always asking me these questions online,
need
so
to
I
know.
will say it.
Yes.
Definitely, it's all about moisturizing and prepping your skin. So you definitely have to use a great serum and moisturizer
Okay.
to prep your skin, and then you do a primer before you do any makeup. I know a lot of
Okay.
girls just like pat on the foundation without putting any type of priming or
Yeah.
moisturizing. But if you want your skin to look really like nice and glowy and moisturized, you have to put on just lots of moisturizer and serum before you start the process.
And
then,
what would we say would be like a good moisturizer? We're not just talking about like lotion, no.
yeah, I mean,
Because I use serums,
Yeah.
and then I just cake it on.
So if
I
you're going
start.
so if you're going in the daytime,
Yeah.
do something with like 30 SPF, sunscreen and stuff like that, just to protect your face from
Understood.
the sun and stuff like that.
Right.
do stuff with like collagen, building collagen in your face. You could use that as a moisturizer. Obviously, I don't give brands out because they're not paying me. But I just love just moisturizing, hydrating your skin, and then you go to the primer, and then you start with the foundation, and or you do your eyes first. I mean, everybody's different. Some people.
I was wondering that today. Like, do I start my eyes first? Because I did the lashes first.
Yeah.
Before I even
some people
moisturize.
Some people do the eyeshadows.
Can you skip? Or
well, I mean, you know what? Some people do the eyeshadows first, and then because if there's fallout from the powder, you can wipe you get like a baby wipe. You wipe the extra powder off from under your eyes, and then you start the process with doing the foundation and then the concealer and all that.
So give me a good eye tip.
An eye tip. Okay. Well, if you want to do anything like a wing eyeshadow where you kind of like want to make it blended like a cat, you take, you know what's crazy? a matchbook. You take a matchbook and you put it to the edge crease of your eye.
They don't even have matchbooks these days. You know that? I was literally asking for one.
And you could take a card, anything, business card or whatever, and you put it to the edge of your eye where it goes up to the edge of your eyebrow.
Okay,
to the
from
end of your
here to
eyebrow.
here. Okay.
And the edge of the end of your eye to the end of your eyebrow, and then when you put it up, then you just kind of like blend like this, and then you like blend the eyeshadow forward from the edge, from the end part of your eye, and you go like this, and what it does, it kind of like it accentuates a cat eye.
But then what do you do towards the brow area? You just go towards do you hit the top of the brow?
Yeah, usually under the brow area you can do like a concealer and then like a nice like a light powder. Just a kind of like after you do your pencil, yeah. Yeah, I do the pencil and then I just kind of like outline everything.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get that.
Try
that. I'm just like,
one of these days I should.
I'm gonna call you and like,
teach you
help me, Nikki.
A 101.
Makeup 101. Would that be something we could look forward to?
Probably, yeah.
What? You could start like a a makeup podcast.
Everybody wants to know.
We need
secrets.
You here. I'm telling you, you have like so many gems. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get right in to the next track. And when we come back, I got a little secret to tell you guys.
We're throwing it back. We're throwing it back. The new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.
For anyone, I think I found the key. You broke my chains, I'm free. Won't stop, we'll shine like diamonds in the sun. Young, wild, and free. We don't care what you think. We're more than you see, and we believe there's nothing we can't be. Young, wild, and free. We don't care what you think, and we believe there's nothing.
Hey guys, we are back at Party 101.9 and the iHeartRadio and the Nexus radio station here. I'm your girl, Tanny Baby, your radio bestie. And we have Miss
Nikki
Popstar
Exotika.
in the building. I told you I had a secret, that you had a secret girls.
Yes, I
Secret
have.
Girls. Tell me a little bit about Secret Girls.
So back in 2006, I had this concept for having a trans pop group, and I put together a girl group of 4 members, and it's America's first trans pop group called the Secret Girls.
Let's talk about it.
However-
Breaking barriers.
However, I'm sure a lot of girl groups out there know it's very difficult to have girl groups, especially trans girls that have a lot of just mood swings from all the hormones.
Personalities.
and
She's from all the
personality.
hormones. I hear that.
I have a very strong personality, and then we have creative differences. So it's a lot of drama, and it would have been amazing for a reality show.
What made you want to even come about putting a group together?
I was inspired by the Spice Girls, Pussycat Dolls,
Love that.
and I said there needs to be a trans version of this. So
Heck yeah.
I started working on the group, and however, I've had to go through different castings. I had to
So you were the one who initially set up the group. You
Yes,
were the,
I was the founder.
The founder
And
of the group. You put everyone together.
I found girls, and I had to get rid of girls and recast and start over again, and it kept going back and forth, and I'm still, I have 3 girls right now, and me, so it's 4.
Okay.
And we're gonna relaunch soon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that.
Yes.
So tell me of some of the successes of having the girls together, and then some of the not so successful times having all those girls together, because I know a lot of girls, a lot of personality.
Yes, definitely a lot of divaness, and I am one myself, so it's a lot of clashing. But when we get along so well, and there's just what it is. It's the sister bond that I really love, and getting together in the rehearsals. It's a lot of fun, and the traveling and meeting the fans. I think people that are fans of us and the movement. It's all about the movement and what we're about, and I think that's the most important.
Okay. So how does that work as far as the back end of that? Because I know putting everybody together and being in the spotlight would be super easy, but then how was it managing everyone together and getting everyone's schedule,
Yeah, it's very
and being in the group. You were
it's very
in front
difficult.
and back at the same time.
Yes, I was managing. I was doing the booking. I was the agent. I was the leader. I was the lead singer. It was hard, and I think
You
that
wore every hat in that
Going
group,
back,
huh?
no, I don't want every hat this time. It's very stressful. So if I ever go back into this process, which I will be, definitely getting management to deal because I cannot, and I don't want the girls to be upset with me and say, you know what, you just need to be a manager and you stay out of the group and you just cast somebody to be you. And I'm like, no.
I felt that.
So I'm like, this is my ship and I'm going to sail it. And if you want to jump
You want to
ship,
hop on it?
right.
You want to hop off?
Yeah, so, I think that I'm going to do things differently. I think that every time we've broken up and got back together, I think that I've learned,
100%.
along the way. And
As
I
you
think
should.
that it's trial and error with many things in your life. So I learned to just do things differently this time.
Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about the back end of the industry. What kind of things as an artist coming out or as a performer, what do you need to know? Because you can have all the talent in the world, right? Go out there and completely flop because you don't know what to do. So what kind of advice would you give artists or anyone facing the media?
Striving, coming out nowadays, it's better to be an independent artist. I think if you have a team, it's great. It's so much better to have a team behind you because nobody really understands that being on your own, trying to come out with music, it's not the easiest thing. You definitely need a team behind you to push your music, to get you out there. And also, it's difficult. You definitely need the sex appeal. I mean, you know, looks matters 1,000,001%. And I don't care what anybody says.
You know,
you just need to.
I feel like it matters a lot for the girlies and not so much for the guys, because they could go out there looking however they want and still be cool because they look dusty. But like a girl cannot look dusty.
No, women have to be half naked. I mean,
literally,
like, you got to wear, body form, body shaping. Your body's got to be on point. You know, like, and if it's not, you got to get there and you got to get it done. So I know firsthand is like sex sells, and that is true.
Sure does. It sure does. So that's a good way to put it out there. So you're saying be a little sexy, look your best, have a good team behind you.
You need a team, honey. The glam is the most, probably the most expensive thing you need in your team. The hair and the makeup and your styling. It's not a joke. It's imperative. I mean, you can't do it without it.
That's good, really good advice to give the girls out there that are, coming up in their artistry to, look your best.
And all this costs a lot of money.
Your music is really good,
Thank you.
and I could resonate with it a lot. So if I can, I feel like it's reaching a lot of people out there on the platform, because it definitely gives like party good girl, like you're giving good vibes.
Not everyone's gonna be a fan of everybody out there, but I'm doing my thing, and I just always support artists that are doing their thing, and I might not be for everybody, but that's okay. I'll resonate to some people out there.
So then how do you stay motivated? Like, what kind of tips and tricks? Because I know I find myself sometimes losing motivation, and self-motivation is like hard.
It is,
because you don't always get the pats on your back from the outside. It takes a lot of like encouragement. So what do you do in order to like block out the
keep
noise?
On going? You know what? The gym is really a good inspiration. Just keep on, like, never give up on yourself either. Like, you might feel low about your career or, your passions in life, but never give up on, like, your soul and who you are as a person.
Right.
Keep on, going to the gym, working out. I think a gym and dieting is very, very, very important in life. Yeah, you could, like, have your little snacks and here and there, but then it's all also about being healthy and having the motivation inside you where you're still doing cardio and you're working out, and it makes you feel better, So then you lose focus on who are you, what are you doing, what is your purpose, and then you just stay motivated.
Yeah, I feel like definitely I always coin the term health is wealth, for sure. You know what I mean? The healthier you feel, the better you feel.
Yeah, once you lose that,
think about yourself.
Once you lose that, then you're stuck in your bed, and you're just like, oh, I don't want to get up, and I want to be a couch potato and eat Doritos all day.
I think staying like disciplined is a hard step, like for me. It's like just staying on top of it and staying on top of myself and pushing myself forward. So that's really good stuff. Like, I think that'll help everyone. If you need to like go to the gym. I mean, I'm not a gymmy person, but
you look great though. You're so beautiful.
I feel like, thank you, but I feel like that's an outlet for a lot of people, just in general. Like, going to the gym, kind of like going to whatever your safe space might be.
Or it could just be playing sports or whatever. Just don't become like that person that just does gaming and stuck in the bed or stuck at home and being couch potato, because you need to be motivated more than a lot of us have a really tough time and go into a really dark place, and there's just so much hate out there in this world.
They always say words don't hurt, but they do hurt. They do hurt. They do hurt. So be careful of what you're saying to people, and be more kind.
Just be mindful.
Yeah, because you just never know what someone's going through. I've had a situation where, someone like yelled at me, and I'm like, and I yelled back, and they're like, oh, why? Because you don't know what I'm dealing with. And that was like kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
So let's get more in tune with reality, guys. And not to mention reality, but I know you do a lot of reality TV.
I've done some stuff, in the past, but I'm doing something big now.
Yeah, I know you. She's on a very, very important series, all about love.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear all about the juiciness when I get home later. I know the reunion just passed.
Yes, the reunion just passed. And, I pretty much dealt with something. I was in a relationship with someone across seas. Okay. And, he was someone who I was with 17 years ago, and we got back. We gave love a second chance.
It's always that time off and get back in.
I just believe that sometimes it's better to just move forward and you don't.
Yeah,
move
girl. I wish I
backwards.
would have known you then, because I'd have been like, girlfriend, we've been there, done that. What's happening? But sometimes when you're in love, you always want to
You just want to give it a shot again,
Yeah.
and we just had unresolved issues, and especially
Yeah.
with him, he's a heterosexual guy and then dating a trans woman. There was a lot of hurdles that we had to get over, and there was things that
course.
there was things that happened, and then once the show was out, there was a lot of backlash that we both got, and mostly him just dating someone like me in his country. It's a very small country, so
I
he dealt with a
understand.
lot
So
of
it's a lot of
people
cultural
talking,
differences.
talking negative, and his basically people who he was friends with or his family. You say hi to them, and now they stop saying hi to the family or him, and he just decided to just peace out. And then he was just doing shady things behind my back, and and I was like, if you're not going to be that guy and faithful, it's just not going to work. And I just had to make a decision, just say, it's just not going to work.
Yeah. I mean, well, I feel like, was it the same things you broke up with before?
Some of it, yes. The
Okay.
laziness and just not, being there 100%
Yeah.
with me. He was like 40% with me, and I was putting in more effort.
I hate
and
that.
it's not fair, just the person who I thought he was just didn't end up being that person who I thought he was.
And I feel you, because I struggle so much in my dating life as well. I am also a single lady, and I just feel like, people pretend. Even after so much time has gone by, like, you guys did it went through it, and then you're like, oh, I can accept you for who you are and what's going on now. And it's like, no, but you really can't.
Right.
We still have those same problems that we had before.
Right. But I like when people could be real. Like, when somebody's
Right.
not real and you're asking them for the truth and then they're lying to you. I just don't like when a guy is like feeding you the sun, moon, and the stars, and you're in this delusion, and then you're believing them, and then you realize, oh my God, I was in a dream. You're not who you thought. I was like, now you're a nightmare.
We've all bought the dream. We've all bought the dream. I tell you that. And it's ridiculous. It's a weird world out here. But, I believe in love. And
Same.
you should still believe in love, too.
I do. I think I'm going to take a
know.
little break and love myself more.
Yeah, but I always feel like just because you love yourself doesn't mean that you can't love someone else. I feel like, sometimes, because people tell me that all the time, oh, just love yourself, focus on yourself. And I'm like, I focus on myself a whole lot, actually. But I would like to just have somebody there at the end of the day just to hold my hand.
It feels nice,
Yeah.
But it also has to be reciprocated. And,
Of course.
putting in so much into a relationship. And I just want people to understand is like, you have to always just make sure you're okay, you're loved, you love yourself more
do.
than you love that other person. Because I put the love to him than me in the relationship, and that's when I lost myself, So you always got to love yourself more than you love that person, and always do for you before you do for that person. I was doing everything for that person
Right.
before me.
Yeah.
And I fell
Yeah.
a lot, and I realized that that's not going to happen again. I'm never going to let anyone take advantage of me ever like that, the way I got taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's like, it's also, since you guys like have history, because I have a habit
Right.
of spinning the block, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just love being back with someone whom I felt comfortable with, whom I felt like I genuinely loved at one point. And you probably have such a big heart like I do.
I do.
Where you're like, okay, well, there's something there, and I need to like check it out and see what it is. And even though it didn't work out the greatest, at least you tried, right?
Yeah,
That's all you can say.
People were like calling me a sugar mama. He was a sugar baby, but it's like, I don't, when we have history together and he was my past love, I don't see it as that. I didn't see it at that time. I didn't see it like that. But then now looking back on the episodes, I'm like, oh, you know what? It can look like that.
Yeah.
But when you're in love and you're deep in, you don't see it as that. You see it as I'm helping my lover. He's the one I'm going to be with. That's my future husband. You don't see it as like such. You just see it as you're helping someone that, and the promises that I got was like, he was going to come, he was going to support me, help me financially, help me get out of, whatever things that I had going, if it was debt or if it was like things that I wanted to buy or purchase or stuff, this and that. Like, he was going to help me, all the money that I helped him throughout the time that we were together, that he would pay me back, and don't worry, I'll be there and I'll help you. And it was just like, all that went down the drain, because it was like, okay, this wasn't real, and he left me and he didn't stick to his word. So that's kind of like, that hurt me a lot,
Do you feel like he cheated you on purpose? Like
Girl,
Like,
I don't know. A lot of it comes out, had come out on the finale, and
Yeah.
I personally felt like it was more of like a revenge thing because he was upset. In the beginning, my story was that I never told him I was trans 17 years ago, and I lived a life of being stealth, which
Right.
stealth means that you don't tell anybody. Like, let's say you had a sex change
Okay.
operation, you don't tell them, oh, I used to be born a boy before, even though I know that was wrong now.
Right.
And
But
now,
that's hard.
I would never do that. I would never do that again. I would never go in another relationship nowadays. But that was my life
If
before.
I was in your shoes and I transitioned, I
Yeah.
would definitely be on stealth mode.
It's
until
hard,
I felt comfortable.
It's right.
Because I'm doing,
And-
it's not doing anything towards you, but I'm
Yeah.
doing what I need to do to protect me.
Correct. And I was going to tell
Yeah.
him before we physically got married. But yeah, I should have definitely told him way before. And, he got traumatized over the
I
situation.
understand.
So I would never lie to somebody like that. I've learned a valuable lesson in life. And you know what? Life is about learning experiences, and you learn and you live and you learn,
Yeah.
So I would just tell trans women out there, just always be honest with your gender, your identity.
100%.
And never... I call it PUSSY stunting. Don't ever do that because, so that could end you, 6 feet below. You don't know,
Yeah.
you meet the wrong guy.
And whoever's for you will accept
Exactly,
you for who you are, 100%.
and that's the biggest advice I can give the girls. And just always be you, and always get love for being who you are, and be authentic, and just that's the most powerful thing, is just owning who you are.
Yeah.
Never hide it.
I hear that. Oh my gosh. So this was such an amazing interview. I feel so closer to you, as an individual, and hearing more of your backstory and what you're doing going forward. You're such an inspiration to so many people. I can truly honestly say that. And we have the $1 Million Barbie in the building, okay?
Thank you
You
for
can't
having
stunt like how she stunned, okay? Because she got it like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get right on into that newest track,
$1 Million Barbie.
$1 Million Barbie.
We're throwing it back. The new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Hey y'all, we are back at Party 101.9. I'm your girl Tanny, and this is my girl Nikki.
Nikki Exotika.
I love it. So tell me a little bit about why you decided. I know your coins, $1 Million Barbie, which of course I feel like would give you the reason to make a track of that name. But tell me a little bit more about the song and why you wrote what you wrote in it.
So, without dropping any names.
Right.
So, I've been coined this name since 2009.
Okay.
And I was pretty much the first trans out there doing the whole Barbie shtick in the United States. And, I was the first to claim myself as the $1 Million Barbie. And then I just started noticing others were coming forward, trying to steal my crown.
Oh, no.
And,
Can't have
just
that.
getting into the press and I'm the Barbie too. And I spent $1 million too. And I'm just like, oh, here we go. I was like, okay, now it's going to be a little clapback song. So.
As you should, honestly.
Because all my followers, they were like, girl. No.
We're not having that.
They're like, girl, you've been the Barbie, always been the Barbie.
Ooh, you got Barbs too out there. They were not playing,
and it's
huh?
I don't know who this person thinks. This person was Chucky and a little bit, but so they're coming for you. So then that's when I wrote that little wrote that little rap part in my song.
Okay, you had to show them.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear that. I love the song. I think it's
Thank you.
so good, honestly. And we
It's
need to
fun.
really tune in. Do we have a video?
Not yet, but you know
when
what?
can we expect that? I need visuals.
Yes, the visuals. I definitely have been talking to my videographer that did, Young, Wild, and Free, and All Lines Up, and my Pet on cover.
Yes.
And Into the Night. That was another video I did. I shot in Vegas. But this one, I think we're gonna do it like a cartoon version of
that
me
would be
as
so
a Barbie
dope.
doll cartoon. So very AI
Is it gonna
generated.
give comic?
Yes, so
kind
it'll be
of
like
vibes?
yeah.
Can I- 'cause
Well,
I
I've
can
done
feel
comic. I've done comic already for
Okay.
in the night. I was a comic book superhero.
Oh, okay.
So now we're doing kind of like a cartoon AI animated music video. So that should be lots of fun, lots of color. So
I
that's
like
like
to
the whole
see it.
concept of Millions Dollar Barbie. It should be lots of fun. I think it's going to be like kind of like me, like almost like human, and then into the cartoon version. So
Oh,
it should
that'd
lots
be
of fun.
so freaking
I know. We're
cool.
trying to work on right now the concept of it. So maybe in 3 months. I'm working on a lot of stuff too, and back in the studio. So it takes some time to work on AI generated music videos. It takes a little bit more time than just
You
the
are
regular
ahead of your
process.
time right now.
I'm trying,
What? AI videos? Like, are we getting there? I mean, not that it wasn't a thing, but it's like, then we're going to have the haters coming back. But it's okay because she said it here first. So we know who did it first.
Yes.
So we have the new album out. I mean, the new song
new
out.
single.
We have your book about to come out. We have, you just wrapped up a reality show. Are you going back again into the reality world or what?
Of
What
course.
are we doing? Yes, we love it there.
You're not going to lose me. I mean, whoever's been watching me, you guys are probably going to still see me. I can't say what else, but I'll be doing some more stuff. You won't see the last of me. Regardless of the relationship, you're going to see more of me.
I love that. And not only that, but you also mentioned you're doing bookings
Yeah.
for makeup?
Of course. Yes. I'm
What?
going to be working in downtown Brooklyn. And if you hit up, like if you go on my Instagram or my Facebook, I will definitely be posting where I'll be working. And yeah, you could book me to do your makeup personally from moi.
I would
and
love
hair.
that.
I do hairstyling too.
I would
So,
love that.
if anybody is looking to get their makeup hair, I do all of that.
Yeah, you know why? Because Barbie did it all, and the $1 Million Barbie's going to do it all too,
Yes.
right?
Yes. I also do online. I do some, I do a lots of like surgery consultations as well.
Oh,
beauty
that's
consulting.
nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I book that through my fan basis.
Wow, that is so
And I also do
freaking cool.
cameos. So if anybody wants some personalized videos, I also do cameos as well.
Hello, book her. She does it all. There isn't nothing that she does not do.
Yes.
Do you have any merch
I do.
talk
I do.
about?
I have it. I have
Because I had
merch.
to
have lots
ask
of
because I
merch.
just knew there was merch in there somewhere.
Yes, there's merch. There's sweatshirts, sweatpants. What else?
$1 Million Barbie merch.
Oh yeah, $1 Million Barbie merch. So that's lots of fun. It's a really beautiful photo of me on a couch and like all pretty Barbified. And yeah.
Nikki Exotika.
And then I have a Nikki Exotika like character. It's kind of like cartoony version of me.
I'm
So
loving
lots
the
of fun. Yeah,
cartoon.
we got mugs, stickers, keychains, or whatever. Like
All types of
stuff.
accessories.
Yeah, lots
and
of stuff.
cuteness.
So I definitely working on some other things as well. I don't want to kind of like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but yeah, I'm working
can't wait.
I'm working on something. It's gonna be like an alcoholic beverage, but I'm still working on it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
Yeah.
looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna stop. Perfume. I have a fragrance also as well, a unisex fragrance,
I
and
love it.
everybody wants me to get into cosmetics, so that'll be something
Hello.
maybe down the line.
I
And
definitely
hair extensions. I don't know. It's all coming. It's gonna take some time, but I'm on that path.
We have a lot to look forward to, and I'm so here to support you, and I can't
you.
wait for when you get these items. Please come
Thank you.
back.
Of course.
And so we can check it out, and we can show the viewers and like promote it on air.
Thank
That'd
you.
be so good. I also want to know, when can we find your music?
So you can find my music on Apple, on Spotify, and also you can go to my website, and I also have it on there, NikkiExotikaOfficial.com.
So follow my girl and keep up to date with all of her new ventures that she got going on, because it's a lot of juicy stuff going on, and you
Yes.
heard it here at Party 101.9.
Thank you.
We're throwing it back. The new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.